Well, today we're here with Spam, the current ESWC world champion from 2012, of course.
Yeah.
Well, he's Dutch. You're 18 years old, right?
18 years old, yes.
Yeah, and well, could you tell a bit more?
My real name is Tim Lunenburg. I was born in Rijswijk. It's a small town near The Hague, where you're from. My parents are both Dutch. I have a sister, she's older than me, 21 years old. And it's basically...
Okay, so how did you start playing TrackMania?
A friend in lower school showed me the game. I came to his home and I was like, yeah, look at this game, Tim, look at this game. And I played just one round. I remember it was a full speed map with a wall.
It was full speed.
And I was crashing all the time. And I was like, oh, when I'm home I'm gonna install this game.
Yeah.
And from then I just started playing.
And when was that?
2008 or something.
Okay.
So I'm playing like 3.5 years,
that's
4
not
years.
even that long.
No, it's... I started playing like 3 months before Forever came out, so...
Okay, and how long did it take for you to start drifting and stuff like that?
Well, I used to play a lot of the Nadeo maps, professionally. Well, professionally, you know what I mean, like on high level.
Yeah.
And then I got asked for a Dutch team.
What team was it?
It was called...
You forgot?
Velox or something.
Velox, yeah.
And from then I just grow bigger.
Okay.
In the gaming scene.
Did you like ever expect to become, well, not even world champion, but just a professional gamer, I guess?
No. I was just like, this is gonna be a hobby for me. But I ended to be really good at it, so I just kept playing.
Was it like your ambition though, like to become really good at it, or
well,
did it just like happen?
At some point I was like, well,
pretty good.
I'm pretty good at this game. I can maybe grow even bigger and get better in the scene. And from then it just went no life mode.
Okay, and what did like your parents thought about you going to international events for just like some silly computer game, if you may call it like that?
At first it was like, oh Tim, you can play only 2 hours a day, and I always broke the rule, you know.
Yeah.
We had some sort of rule. I can only play till dinner.
I remember that.
Or only after dinner.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I just, I didn't listen. I just kept playing and playing, and then I went to the first event, and I won that straight away. And they were like, my child has some potential in this TrackMania.
And that was like the tournament
in Limburg versus Rob, the Belgian guy.
Yeah,
and I won straight away.
Nice.
And from then they were like, okay, well let's break all the rules from gaming and just let him go.
And what was like your first international event then?
It was in Italy, with you, of course. I was 16 years old. It was Red Bite 2v2 tournament. It was probably the most fun tournament I ever played. Just not because it was with you, but just in general, really nice people, etc. And great atmosphere over there.
Yeah, I think like tournaments like 2v2 bring some extra.
Yeah.
Okay. So like another question, like maybe it's some sort of, it seems like some sort of critics, I don't know, but it seems like you're a world champion, but it doesn't really seem like you're that popular like compared to other players like Frostbill or Karjan or whoever. I don't know, but what is like your view on that, and why do you think that's the case?
I have absolutely no clue. Like when I won the ESWC, everyone was like, yeah, Tween was way better, he should have won, etc.
Well, you dominated the match.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know what people have against me. Maybe I'm just different online than offline. It can be possible, but oh well. It doesn't really bother me.
Okay, not at all?
No, not at all.
Okay. And
people have haters and lovers.
I think it comes with like when you're a popular player, like you usually gain people that like you and
exactly.
People that don't really like you.
Yeah.
Like another question, who do you like? Who do you think is like the best player of all time, competitive wise or like skill wise? Or
this is gonna be tough, because if I say someone and it's like, oh shit.
Frostbill sitting over there.
No, I think from all time, it's it's probably Karjan. If we talk about like 2 years ago, I think Carl Jr. is probably considered the best player at this moment.
Yeah.
But from all time TrackMania, it's probably yeah, I have to say Karjan.
Okay.
Not because he's a member of Dignitas, but
I get it. You don't have to. Okay. Okay. Another question. Like, are there like some people who inspired you, or in somewhat way, I don't know, to become a professional gamer, or I don't know, like some sort of idol?
I don't know. In the Dutch scene, you were probably the idol, because I remember watching the WCG qualifier, and I was like, wow, I want to be the same as this guy, traveling to China, etc., and winning tournaments.
It's a bad thing that it happened. How he keeps on winning against me. I mean, come on.
But maybe internationally, I guess, when I saw all the professional players like Bergie back then, and still, he's really good. They inspired me a lot to keep motivating me. To keep playing the game.
Okay. So, like, the reason we have this interview, of course, is because we're at an event, and the event now is Gamers Assembly. Like, what is your view on how you played this tournament? I mean, you're like now the world champion, and you didn't reach the final. What's like your view on that, and how do you feel about it?
Well, I did felt the pressure, of course, because I am the world champion. Everyone looks at me like, oh, he's probably gonna reach top 3. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. I don't know, the tournament went pretty smooth. Either way, I went to the lower brackets, which was a sad thing at first. But I think I played really good all matches. But the competition is way tougher than ESWC. Many great names came here, and yeah, I don't know. These things happen.
Definitely true.
It's a game, everyone has a chance, and I didn't get the luck the other players got.
Yeah, that's luck is
that's life. That's life. Yeah.
Not
life.
even life, but yeah, well, yeah, life. Bad. Like, has gaming influenced your real life? Like, is gaming your life, or I don't know?
In a certain way, it did. Like at the start, I played a lot of games. You could call it an addiction. I went like 8 hours straight gaming, etc. And my parents were like, maybe we have to slow it down a little bit. But school didn't get influenced. I always said school first, and then it's gaming.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, of course, it did change my life in a certain way.
How like your friends? How do they like look on?
Well, at first they were like, "Oh, Tim, you're playing a game," and then they were like, "Oh, you're earning money now." Okay, that's something different.
It's a big deal now.
Then let's get closer friends with him.
Yeah.
No, they were like always supportive, etc.
Was there like did you feel like there was an interaction? You were earning money, they were supportive, they wanted
well, in a certain
beers,
way, yeah, in a certain way, they like, I don't know how to say this, but yeah, they were more interested all of a sudden. Because I know when I told them like, yeah, I go to tournaments, etc. They were like, you're some kind of nerd gaming all day, every day. but then they realized I was like, it's a sport.
Yeah.
I see it as a sport.
Yeah.
Well, not like football or something, but just online sport. And yeah, they're really supportive for me, and they always love when I go to tournaments. They want me to do well, and yeah, just overall really supportive.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that you like study IT engineering.
Yeah.
What's that like?
I did VMBO. I don't know. I don't know how to call it in English.
It's like, yeah, it's just high school more or less.
Yeah, high school.
We have different levels, but
different level, and this was probably the 3rd lowest level. And then I went to higher school, and I followed IT. I've just finished like 3 weeks ago. I finished my internship at a big company.
Okay.
And I was on-site support engineer, some sort of help desk. I had to fix all the problems
on the computer, right?
Yeah, on the computer, hardware, software.
So do you think,
everything?
Do you think like there's some sort of maybe some sort of interaction, like you're playing video games on a computer? You're
at first, that's when I went to the education IT. I was like asked, why do you want to follow this? And I said, yeah, I play a lot of games on the computer, and I want to know how the computer works from the inside, etc. And that's and they were like, yeah, but gaming is not really combined with computer. And then I said, yeah, the performance, etc. Blah blah. So there is some sort of connection with it, but in general, I really like just fixing computers.
Okay.
Seeing problems,
yeah,
and trying to get a solution for it.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it.
Another question, maybe one of the last questions. Like, what is your dream, like your ambition to do later on in your life after gaming? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if I can keep this going like on high level, I will keep playing games, of course. But of course, I need to get some work later on. I want to study some, maybe something with graphics, designing, or web development.
Yeah.
Maybe in that regard. And yeah, I'm still young, 18 years old, so I will follow a new study next year. Not sure what, but in something with graphical. And of course keep gaming and trying to earn lots of money with it, because it's a passion, and I wouldn't give up this passion for
okay, but you, like you mentioned, you want to earn a lot of money. Like, is that your main reason why you keep playing these games?
Well, no, it's because I have a lot of fun playing games, meeting all the people I meet online.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's some sort of social interaction with everyone.
Yeah, because you're like more like a typical gamer, right? You play lots of different games.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just a casual gamer and happen to be good at some games.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Well, I think this gives you some inside view of Spam. Are there any last words you want to say? I don't know.
Maybe if you want to be updated with everything I do, I have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/spam.tmnf, and my Twitter is @dignitaspam. I try to give updates frequently, and of course when I have tournaments, it's gonna be more updated.
Okay.
And that's it, I guess.
Like him, he needs more likers.
Oh yeah, and of course thank you to Robert Tamarillo for this interview.
Thank you for this interview.
It's really fun that he does this.
Okay, well, see you next time.
See ya.
Oh, that was one.
See how long that was.
I don't know how you can see